What's up, everybody? We are out here on Lake Erie. Got my homie from the bass club with me, and he wanted to learn how to frog. So today we got some juiciness here. We got about 2 hours, and I'm gonna try to teach this man how to throw a frog. So we got everything rigged up. We're out here by the spot. We're gonna get on him, so stick around, stay tuned, and let's freaking go. So one of the first things I'm gonna cover that we haven't covered yet, and we don't cover in this video, is frog setup. All right, so starting off, we're gonna talk about rod selection, reel selection, line selection, and then the type of frogs. Okay, so first things first. This is my current frog rod. This is the new Pro Series from Favorite. This is a 7'3" heavy, fast action. What this is, you don't quite want a flipping stick. I want something that's a little bit shorter. It helps me work the bait a little bit better. It's a little bit lighter rod. The reel is a Favorite Soleus XCS. This is actually their 8-to-1 version. I like a really fast reel because once I get a fish, I can try to get them back really quickly. Sometimes if you run a 6-3 or a 7-to-1 gear ratio, those fish can dig into the mats and they'll actually pull the bait out of their mouth. Line selection. I am not gonna throw a frog on anything less than 50-pound braid. This is 65-pound braid. I've gone up to 80. The reason I like that is because, one, you know you're not gonna lose a fish once you hook them, so you can be a little bit more vicious on the hook set. You've got 2 hooks here, and from my experience, you know, you'll get 2 in the mouth sometimes. What you really wanna do is make sure you drive those hooks home. You wanna make sure you get that fish in the boat. So heavy line for that purpose, as well as 60-pound, the 65-pound braid, 80-pound braid, you know, whatever, it floats. So it actually helps keep your frog up in the water column, doesn't allow it to sink. I'm not gonna use fluorocarbon, I'm not gonna use monofilament, I'm only going to use braid. So we covered, you know, rod, reel. The reason you want a heavy is you're throwing these into a lot of heavy cover situations. Heavy mats, heavy pads, reeds, even sometimes we're on docks. I'll even throw this over open water in certain instances, and you'll see in this video we actually throw it over open water and we start catching fish. The reason that I'm using a heavy is just because I want the backbone to be able to get it out. Now the one thing about this rod that's really cool, I don't know if you guys are gonna be able to see this, it's actually got a fairly soft tip. And having a soft tip allows this bait to get maximum action, so these frogs walk really well. It also allows you to cast this thing really far. So I can just about throw the entire spool off this reel, and this reel holds a lot of line. You'll see in some of the videos I can throw this thing to the point where the camera can't even pick up where the bait lands. So part of that's the reel, part of that's, you know, line selection, rod selection, but the reel does have spool speed bearings in it from the factory. I did a review on one of these not too long ago. I'm gonna link it up here, and that reel has now been kind of set up to just be my straight chatterbait reel, and that's because I can cast it a long ways. It's a good reel ratio. I'm throwing chatterbaits now in a lot of heavier cover, a lot of vertical hydrilla stalks, stuff like that, and ripping it out almost like a lipless, but in a little bit heavier cover situation. And because of that, I wanted a reel that had a little bit heavier drag. I like having a reel I can throw a bait really far, and I put it on a different rod. So we'll talk about that, you know, later on down the road, but I've been really happy with these reels. Extremely long casting, they're lifetime warranty, they've held up really good. One of the other things I like is these big, I didn't like them before, but these have a 100mm handle, and it's really helped in getting fish out of cover because you don't want to keep cranking with the rod. Typically what I'll do is I'll pull the fish up, or I'll pull the rod up, I'll keep the rod up high, and then I'm just cranking with the reel. And these handles help a lot with getting fish through and out of cover, and keeping tension on that fish so you're not risking losing them when you're trying to regrip on the rod and pull back up. So that's kind of the setup, it's kind of the go-to. As far as frogs go, this is a Z-Man poppin' frog. I've kind of, basically all my frogs I throw now are Z-Man frogs. They're extremely soft, they walk really well, they make a poppin' and a non-poppin' version. I have both, And as far as colors go, I literally run 3 colors. I have a yellow or orange bottom, kind of bluegill color. I've got a white. I've got a black. This is the only poppin' frog they offer with a white bottom. They don't offer a white frog, but it does have a white bottom. So I run this and I run a black in the poppin' style. I don't run any other colors. I keep it real simple. So 5 total frogs, 2 different colors poppin', 3 different colors walking frog, and that's it. So the deal is you don't got to reel it really fast, all right? Like what you want to do is slack line. You're just going to give it a little bit of slack to walk it side to side. That's all you're going to do. Real slow to get a rhythm going. Just like that. You can reel while you're doing it a little bit, but not real crazy fast. So see how it walks like that? So just little short rod tip movements. And early in the post spawn, I'm gonna use like slower movements just to make it glide real hard left to right, make it splash a little bit. Got one. That was a really odd bite. Not a bad fish, little fat guy.
That new Howard Marsh?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go out there. I want to go out there and practice on frogs because they're big, you know, big beds.
There's one. Right on the bank, dude.
That's a nice one there.
Come here, come here.
You didn't even get the, is that a jig?
It's a chatterbait.
Oh, okay.
I reeled it like one time, dude, right in the roof of the mouth too. Little fish recovering probably from the spawn. That was right against the bank though.
Hey, get the bit! Get the big one!
Trying. That one hammered it too.
Yeah, you did. I mean, you just hit the water too.
I started reeling one time. It'll happen like that sometimes on a chatterbait too.
Well, yeah, because it makes noise fall.
Well, it's these ones knock almost like a crankbait, dude. Like, how you doing? Yeah. Give you that impression. What? There's one right on the end of the dock. I didn't get a good hook set because I was on the backside there. What's that? I've just noticed these ones catch more and bigger fish than a standard chatter. Part is they're fucking super expensive. There's one. Right alongside the dock, bro. Bass. Bass. Bass.
We do get catfish back here.
Oh, I'm sure. There's another one. No, it's a different one. This one's a little bit bigger. This one's a little bit bigger.
A little bit bigger. There you go.
Mm-hmm. See that little grass mat? That's what they're sitting under.
There was two that exploded at it.
catch and release, we don't keep them. Yeah. Alright, so in this video, one of the things you guys are going to notice is we're driving past a lot of different docks to get to the corners in this marina. And the reason for that is I don't like to fish dead water. If I pick up on a pattern and we start keying in on something, I'm going to run that pattern first to go to the second spot to make sure it fits that pattern. And then secondly, because if they're keyed in certain areas, I'm not going to waste my time fishing dead water. So we're going to bypass a lot of docks to go to these back corners. And that's because that's where the fish are setting up. So we came into the first one, through into the corners. I caught one, Mike caught his first frogfish. And then, you know, once we did that, I said, all right, there's another corner right around here, around this bend. So we went around the bend, went into the same situation, same corners. I missed 2 fish. They just didn't quite eat it. I tried to pause for a second, whatnot. It just didn't quite work out that I got those fish in the boat. But those fish told me that the pattern that I had picked up on in the first channel was correct. There we go. From all the way downtown. It's not a bad fish either. Not a bad fish at all. And he ate the frog. Dude, ate it. Oh, did you get him?
No, I missed him. Back up. There's a big patch right there, and there's...
Nice little fish. Here's what I'll do. I'll spot lock real quick. Where you at? Back there again?
right there. I think he's back there.
That one was right off the bank. Go ahead, cast up there. Yeah. Oh, that's a good one, bro. Just grab him.
Boat on me?
Just grab him.
The hook.
That's a good one, dude.
Loaded that.
We had a great time. It was about 2 hours. I took a little bit of time out of a practice day just to go out there and teach him how to, frog fish, but also just get out there on the water and see what the fish were doing. I had went a couple days beforehand, and some fish that I had found the prior weekend in a tournament had moved, and I really wanted to try to locate and figure out a pattern where these fish were at, just so in my mind I kind of knew what's going on. Had a great time. I left the ramp, and about 10 minutes down the road on my way home, I get this picture right here. And it just confirms that when you take your time and you bring somebody along with you and you're able to show them how to catch fish or a new way to catch fish, how much more enjoyable and rewarding the sport can be for both you and the person you're teaching. So hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. We have a lot more content coming your way. It's going to be a great time here in the next couple weeks and months as the tournament season comes on and we start doing a lot more larger events and getting some of these gear reviews together and tutorials. I think it's going to be really good and really enjoyable for everybody. So like I said, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, comment below if you have any questions about frog fishing, rig, reel, line, bait, strategy, anything. I'll do my best to get back with you as soon as I possibly can, but I will get back to every single one of you. Again, if you guys can, please take somebody fishing. Take them out, whether it's helping them enhance a skill set, whether it's learning how to read graphs better, learning how to read maps better, taking them offshore, taking them frog fishing, taking them jig fishing, or taking somebody fishing for the first time. Please get out and do it. I hope you guys have a great day. I hope you guys have a great weekend. And as always, tight lines.